Susan Boyle's life is a testament to the power of perseverance and breaking stereotypes. She gained worldwide fame after her remarkable audition on Britain's Got Talent. Initially, she wasn't the favorite, but her powerful voice captivated both the judges and the audience, transforming her into a global sensation. Her career flourished, and she went on to win America's Got Talent, The Champions, amassing wealth exceeding $45 million. Yet after her meteoric rise to fame, she mysteriously vanished from the public eye. Let's dive into the untold story of Susan Boyle and uncover what happened. Born on April 1, 1961, in West Lothian, Scotland, Susan Boyle came from humble beginnings. Her father, Patrick Boyle, was a miner and a singer, while her mother, Bridget Boyle, worked as a shorthand typist. With 4 older brothers and 6 older sisters, Susan grew up in a council house, where she still resides today. Despite being rejected by her peers at school, Susan found solace in her love for music. She became a choir member at her parish church and regularly participated in local talent competitions, often winning. Encouraged by her mother, Susan initially hesitated to audition for Britain's Got Talent, believing that her age was a barrier. Although she had been watching the show on television, Susan did not pursue the idea when it first aired in 2004. It wasn't until after the death of her mother in 2008-2007, when Susan had spent years as a caregiver, that she decided to audition in 2008. It was her first public performance in years, and it would change her life forever. During the Britain's Got Talent audition in Glasgow, Susan stunned the judges and audience with her rendition of I Dreamed a Dream from Les Miserables. Her emotional performance earned her a standing ovation, and Amanda Holden famously called it the biggest wake-up call ever. Susan's appearance defied expectations, as she had been underestimated due to her plain appearance. However, her incredible voice left no doubt that talent transcends surface-level judgments. In the wake of her performance, Susan Boyle became a household name, receiving widespread support from fans and celebrities alike, including Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher, who publicly praised her. Her audition video went viral on YouTube, quickly becoming one of the most watched videos ever. Despite finishing in second place on Britain's Got Talent, Susan Boyle's success skyrocketed. She earned a recording contract, released her debut album I Dreamed a Dream, and achieved remarkable success, breaking records along the way. Her story proved that dreams can come true at any age, showing the world that there is more to a person than what meets the eye. Although she finished second in Britain's Got Talent and faced early challenges due to exhaustion, Susan Boyle embarked on a new chapter in her life as an artist. She toured with her fellow contestants and worked on her debut album, I Dreamed a Dream, which became a global sensation. Released in November 2009, the album broke sales records, selling over 2 million copies worldwide in its first week. It remains the fastest-selling debut album by a female artist ever recorded. Susan's rise to stardom is a remarkable story of perseverance. Her dream, which once seemed as distant as the stars, came true against all odds. Born the youngest of 6 sisters and 4 brothers, Susan was the child of Bridget Boyle, who was 47 when she had Susan, and had little means to care for another child. The birth itself was nearly life-threatening, and Susan was briefly deprived of oxygen, which doctors later attributed to her learning disabilities, or so she was told. At the peak of her career, Susan would discover new and surprising details about her diagnosis. Growing up, school was a harsh experience. Susan faced relentless bullying from both her peers and teachers. In a candid interview, she shared how difficult it was to keep up in a system that prioritized speed and quick learning. She explained, "I was a slow learner. I'm just a little slower at picking things up than others, so you get left behind in a system that wants to rush on. You know, that was what I felt was happening to me." Her struggles were compounded by cruel corporal punishment. Teachers used a belt to discipline her when she struggled academically. Her peers cruelly nicknamed her Susie Simple and continually insulted her, making school a painful experience. This bullying and punishment hindered her self-growth and created lasting obstacles in her academic journey. Taking the stage on Britain's Got Talent was Susan's way of proving her tormentors wrong. It was a chance for her to show the world that she could achieve something great, despite the cruelty she had endured. Her performance became a moment of sweet revenge, not just for her, but for everyone who had doubted her. Later, she wrote and performed "You'll See" on her first album, a powerful reminder to her bullies that she had made it despite their heartlessness. Susan's journey, marked by hardship and triumph, continues to inspire millions. She is a living testament to the idea that dreams can come true, no matter the age or the obstacles one faces along the way. Susan Boyle's journey to success was far from easy. In 2011, she revealed a heartbreaking aspect of her childhood. Not only did she have an undiagnosed learning disorder, but she also struggled with epilepsy. While doctors had made the correct diagnosis, those closest to Susan, her parents and teachers, were ill-equipped to manage her condition. Epilepsy, which affects several notable musicians such as Sir Elton John, Neil Young, and Lil Wayne, was misunderstood in Susan's case, and her diagnosis was mishandled. Susan recalled experiencing frequent seizures at school, which only added to the cruelty of her classmates. She would faint during lessons, and upon regaining consciousness, her peers would gather around, call her names, and laugh at her. At home, her parents' approach wasn't much better. They would overprotect her during episodes, but when the situation became too challenging, they left her to fend for herself. When Susan asked for extra help, her father called her touchy. The widespread assumption was that her epilepsy was linked to her learning disabilities, leading to further confusion and neglect. As a result, her condition went untreated, and she struggled through life without the proper support. Given these challenges, it's not surprising that Susan graduated from school with few qualifications. She had difficulty finding a job due to her lack of formal education and undiagnosed learning disorder. Susan recalled applying to many places, but either never hearing back or failing after her first interview. She eventually secured a job as a trainee cook at West Lothian College, but this position lasted only 6 months. Most of her adult life consisted of moving between various government training programs without a stable job or sufficient income. Despite these hardships, Susan found solace in performing at local venues, where she nurtured her love for music. It was at these local performances that Susan began to believe in her potential, which would later lead her to a life-changing opportunity. Though Susan faced many obstacles, it was the tragic loss of her mother that finally propelled her to pursue the dream she had long kept hidden. The combination of personal struggles and an undiscovered medical condition ultimately led her to become a symbol of perseverance and resilience. Susan Boyle's life has been a journey defined by resilience, humility, and deep compassion, despite the challenges she faced in her family and personal life. Growing up, she didn't have much and wasn't focused on romance, famously saying during her Britain's Got Talent audition, "Never been married, never been kissed." Her modesty and decency guided many of the significant decisions she made. After her father passed away, all her siblings eventually left their 4-bedroom council house, leaving behind their aging, sick mother. In an act of selflessness, Susan stayed in the house with her 10-year-old cat, Pebbles, taking on the role of caregiver for her frail mother. Even after Susan's rise to international fame and earning millions, she continued to live in her childhood home, embracing its simplicity and staying grounded. When her mother, Bridget Boyle, passed away, Susan withdrew from the outside world. A neighbor shared that Susan wouldn't come out of the house for days, not answering the door or the phone. Despite the fame and fortune, Susan remained true to her roots, often preferring a quiet and private life. A deeply spiritual person, Susan is a practicing Roman Catholic, regularly singing in her church choir and volunteering by visiting elderly members of the congregation in their homes. In a 2010 Oprah Winfrey Show appearance, Susan described her life before stardom as mundane and routine, underscoring the contrast between her modest beginnings and her global success. In 2012, Susan revealed that she had been diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, a disclosure she later made public in a BBC interview in 2013. She also shared that she suffers from epilepsy, a condition that she had struggled with for much of her life without an accurate diagnosis. Despite her health struggles, she maintained her sense of humor, joking about internet dating in 2012, saying, "Knowing my luck, I'd go out on a date and you'd find my limbs scattered around various Blackburn dustbins." In July 2013, Susan supported the Better Together campaign to keep Scotland as part of the United Kingdom during the 2014 independence referendum. She made it clear that while she was a proud and patriotic Scot, she was not a nationalist, adding, "We have retained our proud identity while being a part of Britain." A non-drinker, Susan was also diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in 2013, another challenge that she faced with the same resilience that has marked her life. In November 2014, the media reported that Susan had a boyfriend who claimed to be her first, and they were almost the same age. However, Susan's love life remained mostly private. In 2022, she suffered a small stroke, which she bravely shared with her fans during an episode of Britain's Got Talent on June 4th, 2023. Susan Boyle's remarkable journey is a testament to the power of perseverance, resilience, and humility. Despite the many obstacles she has faced in both her personal life and career, Susan continues to inspire millions with her strength and unwavering belief in her dreams. Her success in the music industry and the grace with which she handles the challenges that life throws her way have solidified her as an enduring symbol of hope. One of the most striking aspects of Susan's story is her choice to continue living in her childhood home, despite her immense fame and wealth. This decision speaks volumes about her grounded nature and the deep values of humility, family, and simplicity that she cherishes. Susan's rise to fame was anything but easy. From being bullied and underestimated to becoming a globally recognized and celebrated singer, her transformation is both profound and inspiring. Her life changed forever during her Britain's Got Talent audition, where she shocked the world with her powerful performance of "I Dreamed a Dream." The initial judgment and ridicule she faced due to her appearance were swiftly replaced by an outpouring of admiration as she received standing ovations before, during, and after her performance. The audience's overwhelming response and the judges' praises turned Susan into an international sensation. Her audition went viral within a week, with the clip being viewed over 100 million times. Not just her audition, but other performances, such as her 1999 rendition of "Cry Me a River," also gained widespread attention and added to her growing popularity. Throughout her time on Britain's Got Talent, Susan Boyle faced immense challenges, including sickness and fatigue. Despite these hurdles, she showcased incredible resilience and determination, ultimately finishing in second place, just behind the dance troupe Diversity. While she didn't win the competition, Susan had already achieved the most significant victory of her life, proving that no dream is too big, no matter one's age or background. Her journey became a powerful testament to the idea that perseverance and belief in oneself can lead to success, regardless of the obstacles. Her story resonated far beyond the competition, sparking a cultural shift that inspired millions to pursue their dreams, encouraging people to never give up, even when faced with adversity. In November 2009, Susan released her debut album, "I Dreamed a Dream," and its success was nothing short of remarkable. The album became one of the fastest-selling debut albums by a female artist, with over 2 million copies sold worldwide in its first week. It quickly climbed to the top of the UK charts and became the most sold album in pre-sales on Amazon before its official release. By the end of 2009, I Dreamed a Dream had sold over 9 million copies globally, securing its place as the biggest-selling record of the year. Billboard confirmed that the album charted the highest first-week sales for a debut female artist's album since 1991, solidifying Susan's place in the music industry and marking her as one of the most influential artists of the decade. Following the success of her debut album, Susan Boyle garnered several prestigious Guinness World Records, including the record for the fastest-selling debut album by a female artist, the highest first-week sales for a debut female artist's album, and the record for the oldest person in the UK to achieve such a remarkable feat. Her powerful voice and inspirational story resonated deeply with audiences across the globe, especially in the United States, where she appeared on America's Got Talent and was met with a warm embrace from both the audience and judges. Susan's rise to fame was not only a triumph of talent, but also a victory for those who dare to dream, regardless of their age, background, or the challenges they face along the way. Her journey is a testament to the power of resilience, proving that it is never too late to achieve greatness. Susan Boyle's rise to fame is a powerful testament to how perseverance, self-belief, and resilience can lead to extraordinary success. Her journey shows that greatness can emerge from the most unexpected places and that it's never too late to chase your dreams. Through her story, Susan continues to inspire countless others to overcome obstacles, pursue their passions, and embrace their own unique paths to success. For years, Susan was underestimated, but she eventually embraced her success and stopped living in fear. Once a passive observer in her own life, she stepped into the spotlight as the lead character of her own journey, confidently taking control and seizing every opportunity that came her way. Following the incredible success of her debut album, I Dreamed a Dream, Susan continued to build on her newfound fame. She released 2 more albums, The Gift in 2010 and Someone to Watch Over Me in 2011. After a brief break, she returned with a festive album, Standing Ovation, The Greatest Songs from the Stage, in 2012, followed by another major record, Hope, in 2014, and A Wonderful World in 2016. Despite consistently producing new music, Susan eventually took an indefinite break due to health challenges and the natural effects of aging. Many speculated that her career had come to an end. But in 2019, Susan surprised her fans by releasing 10, an album celebrating a decade of her career. This album, which encapsulated the best of her work, defied expectations once again, reaffirming her place in the music industry. Her ability to overcome adversity and continue creating music solidified her legacy as one of the most beloved and resilient artists of her generation. However, along with her professional triumphs, Susan's personal life has been marked by sadness and challenges. Her health struggles, in particular, have taken a toll, prompting her to live a more private life. Despite still having much to offer, Susan chose to embrace a quieter existence away from the spotlight, shying away from the glitz and glamour that had once surrounded her. Beneath the immense success, there is a layer of tragedy and resilience that has shaped Susan into the person she is today. Reflecting on her music, Susan humbly said, "I had a lot of fun making the album, and I hope that the public likes it as much as I enjoyed it." While many might have assumed Susan's success story would be linear, there are far more complexities beneath the surface. Her rise to fame on Britain's Got Talent catapulted her to international stardom, but the intense pressure of newfound celebrity took its toll. The rigorous training, media scrutiny, and relentless demands of her career began to overwhelm her. Though she had always been content with her singing, the fame was a whole new world for Susan. The constant interviews, the paparazzi, and the harsh critics left her emotionally and physically drained. Despite her remarkable voice making a lasting impact, Susan did not win the competition. But even without the win, her victory came in proving to herself and the world that dreams can come true, no matter how late in life they are pursued. After the Britain's Got Talent finale, the relentless media attention became too much to bear. Susan was eventually admitted to the hospital due to the overwhelming exhaustion she faced. It was later revealed that Susan had suffered a breakdown, a reality that the public had not been aware of at the time. The pressure, combined with her already fragile health, made it incredibly difficult for Susan to keep up with the demands of her newfound fame. Through it all, Susan's journey exemplifies resilience in the face of unimaginable challenges. She has shown the world that success is not just about overcoming obstacles, but about finding peace and staying true to oneself, no matter the circumstances. With a successful career, a powerful voice, and a humble spirit, Susan Boyle continues to inspire people worldwide. Despite her struggles, she remains a testament to the power of perseverance, proving that it is never too late to follow your dreams. Despite her incredible talent, Susan Boyle faced significant challenges during her time on Britain's Got Talent. Although her performances wowed the judges, Susan was unable to secure enough public votes to win, which led to her lashing out at the show's manager. It was rumored that she had thrown water at a staff member while shouting that she hated the show. The tension escalated when, later that night, the staff at her London home called the police due to her erratic behavior. Within hours, Susan was admitted to a mental health care facility. The news of her breakdown spread quickly, and it was revealed that the producers of Britain's Got Talent had overlooked Susan's fragile mental and physical health in the weeks leading up to the finale. The United Kingdom's media regulator, Ofcom, considered launching an inquiry into the show for prioritizing ratings over the well-being of contestants, though this proposal was ultimately dropped. This difficult period taught Susan a valuable lesson about managing her schedule. She recognized the importance of taking a more balanced approach to her commitments, but the reality of her demanding touring schedule made it hard for her to implement these changes fully. Despite the challenges, Susan continued to perform passionately for her fans, maintaining her dedication to music while also working to manage her health. In 2013, Susan faced another setback when she received an accurate diagnosis of her learning disability. For years, she had been misdiagnosed, with many labeling her as a slow learner without fully understanding the root cause of her difficulties. Susan was finally diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, a form of autism spectrum disorder. While the diagnosis was initially heartbreaking, it also brought a sense of relief, as it explained many of the struggles Susan had faced throughout her life. She had long believed that a complication during birth had caused permanent damage, which led her to see herself as unlucky. With the correct diagnosis, Susan was able to receive the appropriate treatment for the first time and began to view herself in a new light, understanding her condition better than ever before. Susan Boyle's life has been an extraordinary journey, one marked by an unexpected rise to fame, profound personal struggles, and an ongoing commitment to overcome obstacles. After years of being underestimated, Susan finally embraced her success and began to take control of her life. Despite the numerous challenges she faced, including bullying, family conflicts, health issues, and an overwhelming amount of public scrutiny, she rose above it all with resilience and grace. Her story is a testament to perseverance, the importance of self-awareness, and the power of embracing one's true self. In a candid interview with The Guardian, Susan Boyle opened up about the emotional toll of being labeled as brain damaged, a label that had plagued her for years. She described the stigma as cruel and unfair, as she always knew she was like everyone else, just with her own unique way of thinking and doing things. The label deeply affected her sense of self-worth, but her diagnosis also gave her the chance to better understand herself and educate others about her condition. Susan expressed hope that her story would inspire people to treat neurodivergent individuals with more compassion and understanding. "I think people will treat me better because they will have a much greater understanding of who I am and why I do what I do," she said. Her brave disclosure resonated with many, earning her immense support from fans who admired her honesty and authenticity, qualities that are often avoided by public figures. Susan's strength and openness about her personal struggles continue to inspire others. Despite her triumphs, she faced more challenges. In the same year she revealed her autism diagnosis, Susan was also diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. This led to her giving up one of her few indulgences, chocolate. While the diagnosis came at an appropriate time, it required Susan to adopt a completely new lifestyle, one that she continues to navigate while managing both her health and autism. The outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 presented an even greater obstacle for Susan. Health concerns necessitated extra precautions to protect herself from the virus, which led to another pause in her music career. Forced to stay home for over 2.5 years, she was unable to interact with others who could have helped her record a new album, a setback that disrupted her creative output. Susan Boyle's journey to fame was not only marked by public support and musical success, but also by significant personal challenges. In 2010, after achieving fame and financial success, Susan bought herself a new house. However, her newfound peace was quickly disrupted when a group of rowdy individuals harassed her by throwing rocks, attempting to break into her home, and even throwing fire paper at it. This distressing ordeal prompted Susan to leave the house and return to her childhood home, offering the new property to her niece. While she was understandably upset by these events, it was the illness of her sister Bridie that truly impacted Susan. Bridie's declining health led Susan to step away from the public eye, taking a brief hiatus before returning to the stage in 2015. Despite the personal struggles she faced, Susan remained resilient, demonstrating her ability to overcome adversity while continuing her musical career. Bridie's death in 2015 marked a profound loss for Susan Boyle, as she was Susan's closest family member and a constant source of support throughout her rise to fame. Bridie stood by Susan during the harsh media scrutiny that often targeted her appearance, offering a shield against the public's judgments. She also played a crucial role in protecting Susan during her difficult fallout with their brother Jerry. Losing Bridie at the age of 73 left Susan emotionally devastated, especially as she now had to take on the responsibility of caring for her sister's daughter. This personal loss added an additional layer of grief to the already challenging journey Susan had endured, making her resilience even more remarkable. Despite her success and newfound wealth, Susan Boyle's life became increasingly complicated by family tensions. As her fortune grew, some of her siblings, including Jerry, began to feel entitled to a share. The situation came to a head when Susan, wanting to help, gave Jerry £75,000 to save his failing business. However, her generous gesture sparked anger among her other siblings, and Jerry reportedly threatened to commit suicide if she didn't comply with his demands. This led to a bitter fallout, with Jerry publicly accusing Susan of lying. The rift caused significant strain in their relationship, adding emotional turmoil to Susan's already challenging journey. In 2016, Susan Boyle's emotional breakdown at Heathrow Airport marked a pivotal turning point in her life. This moment of vulnerability became a catalyst for healing, allowing her to begin mending the broken relationships within her family. The incident opened the door to reconciliation, helping to repair the rift between her and her siblings. Despite the immense personal challenges she faced, Susan's journey highlights the power of resilience and the possibility of moving forward, even in the most difficult circumstances. Her ability to overcome adversity and find peace within her family is a testament to her strength and determination. Susan Boyle's emotional breakdown in 2016 ultimately led to a resolution of the years-long rift between her and her siblings, helping to reunite the family. Despite the personal and professional hurdles she has faced, including health issues and family struggles, Susan's ability to persevere has been a testament to her resilience. From her unforgettable performance on Britain's Got Talent, where she stunned the world with her powerful voice, to the challenges she has overcome in her personal life, Susan's journey has been marked by both heartbreak and triumph. Her story serves as a powerful reminder that no matter the obstacles in one's path, with perseverance, self-awareness, and the support of loved ones, it is always possible to rise above. Through her music and unwavering authenticity, Susan Boyle has inspired millions globally to pursue their dreams and stay true to themselves, no matter the challenges. Despite facing criticism and personal struggles, she has remained steadfast, proving that staying authentic can lead to success. Her journey serves as a powerful reminder that no matter the odds, self-belief and perseverance can overcome adversity. Susan's story continues to motivate people of all ages to embrace who they are, showing that resilience and authenticity are key to achieving greatness. Unfortunately, Susan's health challenges have not ceased. In May 2022, it was revealed that she had suffered a minor stroke, which further complicated her already demanding music career. Despite the setbacks, Susan faced this new challenge with the same resilience she has shown throughout her life. After an incredible performance on Britain's Got Talent alongside the West End cast of Les Miserables, Susan shared her journey with her fans. She explained that despite the stroke, she worked diligently on her speech and performance. "Last April, I suffered a minor stroke, and I thought it would be crazy to be back on stage, but I've done it," she reflected. Susan used her Instagram to keep her followers updated, revealing that she had undergone extensive speech practice in preparation for performing her iconic song, "I Dreamed a Dream." Her determination and hard work paid off, and she continues to pursue her musical career despite the ongoing challenges. Susan Boyle's story, filled with moments of perseverance and vulnerability, serves as a beacon of hope for anyone facing their own struggles, proving that resilience, passion, and authenticity can lead to success, no matter the obstacles. Susan Boyle's health issues continue to be a concern, but her resilience and love for music remain unwavering. Despite the setback caused by a stroke, which delayed her plans for new music, Susan continues to perform whenever she feels up to it, staying committed to her passion. However, in recent years, she has chosen to lead a quieter life, largely staying out of the public eye. In reflecting on her life, Susan has expressed that one of her greatest regrets is not having children, acknowledging the personal sacrifices she has made in pursuit of her career. Despite these challenges, Susan remains a beacon of perseverance, showing that even in the face of adversity, she continues to pursue her music and inspire countless fans around the world. Throughout her public life, Susan has remained relatively private about her personal relationships, particularly her romantic life. In 2016, she revealed to the Mirror that she had been casually chatting with an American doctor, though the relationship was not serious. Since then, reports suggest that Susan is now in a happy, stable relationship, though she has made it clear that she does not wish to disclose her partner's identity or marry. Her boyfriend occasionally accompanies her to special occasions like her birthday, but beyond that, little is known about her personal life. Susan Boyle's journey reflects a complex blend of public success and private struggles, yet she continues to show immense strength and resilience, inspiring others to follow their own dreams, regardless of the challenges they face. Before Susan Boyle's groundbreaking appearance on Britain's Got Talent, fans eagerly anticipated her debut in the music industry. Since then, Susan has become an enduring source of inspiration and joy for her audience. Although she has chosen a quieter, more private life in recent years, her influence and the impact of her music continue to resonate with fans around the world. Through her authenticity and humility, Susan has managed to remain grounded despite the immense fame that followed her success. Her story is a reminder that true talent transcends the pressures of celebrity and that staying true to oneself can lead to lasting success. As she continues to navigate her career and personal life, her fans remain hopeful for new music and eagerly await her next moment in the spotlight. Her journey is far from over, and we look forward to seeing what Susan Boyle will do next, as she continues to inspire others with her perseverance and passion for music.